Hello YouTube. Right, Runefest is coming up in a couple of weeks, and last year I made full Bandos as a costume, and since then I decided to make Primal this year. And I've had a lot of people ask me how I made the Bandos, what you need to make it, how long it took, and a lot of people are thinking it's a lot more complex than it actually is. So I'm going to give you a quick video now, and this will be the only video that I release before Runefest, about how the Primal's coming on and how I'm making it. Now, if you want to make a costume of your own, you've still got time. You need three major things: cardboard, lots and lots of cardboard; duct tape, lots and lots of duct tape; and a knife that can cut duct tape. And I'm just using a cheap pocket knife. But if you've got that, you can make your own costume. It's not difficult. I'm going to take you through my Primal piece by piece, explaining how I've done it, the problems that I've faced along the way, and then hopefully I'll be able to put the entire costume on and show you what it looks like and tell you about the problems that you'll have moving around in a costume. So, first things up. Right, as fantastic as RuneScape's graphics are, they aren't fully high definition, so you have got some room for customization of your own. I'm going to talk you through how I've made the Primal helmet. Now, the entire thing is just a basis of cardboard. You can look inside, it's just strips of cardboard that's been cut out, glued together, and then used duct tape to hold it in place. That's made the basic shape. Now, you can find guides of how to make a basic helmet shape online everywhere. Then you've got the two horns that come around the end. Again, that's just cardboard covered in duct tape and then fully painted. And on the front, again, the nose is just a slight cardboard relief. The two eye lenses are an old pair of sunglasses that I cut out, snapped off, and I've now duct taped on the inside of the helmet. So you can't see that because it's too dark, but it's black duct tape holding it on. And the mouthpiece covering is just a piece of cloth that I've duct taped over the top. And the entire thing is painted red and gold. One big advantage of using black duct tape is that you don't need to do an undercoat before you dry brush it all red. And if you don't know what dry brushing is, do a quick Google search and it'll explain how to paint and give this kind of ready, mottled effect to the whole helmet. So the helmet was the hardest part to make because of the whole complex head-shaped thing. But apart from that, it's again just cardboard and duct tape. Now, the final body was one of the hardest pieces to decide how to do, and because of its strange shape and because most video games have unnaturally shaped armour, I couldn't just build the armour straight off. I had to use a base to attach the armour to. So what I started off doing is looking at the preliminary pictures of Primal and then buying police riot armour, which you can still see on the back here, and that's been my base to build off. And again, cardboard and duct tape is the only thing you need. Cutting out the main shape of cardboard, duct taping it to the police armour. Even these shoulder pads, they're just duct taped on. In fact, if I hold them upside down, you can still see there's cardboard underneath that I haven't even painted yet. I haven't finished the back off yet because I'm not entirely sure what to do. But these arm guards, again, they're just held on with strips of duct tape. There's nothing massively technical about this. It's police riot armour, and around the middle I have a police safety belt, because the entire thing is connected to me via buckles. I couldn't make the armour in one big bodysuit. It would have been too heavy, too cumbersome to carry around. I wouldn't have been able to sit down. So I solved the problem of that by using buckles absolutely everywhere. And the entire armour, when I put it on, will buckle to me. And then extra added bits, such as the lower part of the armour, again, cardboard, duct tape, glued together, painted, with a buckle attached to it that clips in onto a buckle on the armour. The entire thing connecting together like this means that when I need to sit down, I can just unbuckle whatever it is that's in my way, take it out of the way. Buckles are absolutely everywhere. They're how I connect the main belt to the main front of the body, and they are how I connect the leg armour to the body as well, and I'll show you that next. Right, Primal leg armour is again very simple. There are two large thigh guards, and then in the pictures that I've seen there are some shin guards that I couldn't work out how to do. So I've cheated on the shin guards slightly and just bought some police riot leg armour, which came in a set with the top armour, which I simply connect on, and this is all held on with Velcro and strips. Doing it this way means it's a lot easier for me to make, and I can move around a hell of a lot There's a lot of leg movement in any police riot arm, that's what it's designed for. Not finished painting all of it, but it's just black hard plastic. And the top thigh part of the armour is cardboard that I've curled. Now if you ever curl cardboard, always go with the corrugation of the cardboard. Never try and curl against it, it'll just look a bit rubbish. Curl it with the corrugation, it folds round quite nicely. And then it keeps that fold. Now this armour simply hangs down the side of my leg, and it's connected to the main piece, once again, via a buckle. 3-pin buckle on the top, female buckle inside the main body, clip together, and that simply hangs down the edge of the main body. So when I'm wearing it, I have thigh armour either side hanging down. And if I want to sit down, which I'm pretty sure I will, unbuckle, hold things off. Like I said, thigh armour either side, police riot leg armour down below. Right, upper and forearm armour. The upper armour for my arm is already built in to the main body. I've actually got the large tricep armour hanging down the side. That simply hangs over my arms. And for my forearm armour, once again, back to the good old police riot armour. Nice and easy to fit, nice and simple, and very, very comfy to wear pretty much all day. This thing's held on with Velcro, painted red, one for each arm. I'll be wearing a long black shirt when I do this. Upper armour, lower arm armour, very, very easy. Right, what weapon was I going to go with? And this was a big decision. Could have gone with a Primal Spear. A lot of people wanted me to go with a Primal Maul, but if I made a Maul I would have had to make it really heavy to make it realistic. So I decided to go with a Primal Longsword. Now I don't see many of these in game at all, except used by the NPCs in Daemonheim. So I had to spend a lot of time down with the Orb of Oculus getting pictures close up, as close as I could, of the sword. Now the sword is a wooden core, simply a broom handle, all the way down to about here, and then many, many, many strips of cardboard cut down along the length of the blade to form 2 interlocking blades in the middle. The handle is 1 cut out cardboard side and then 2 cut out cardboard duct taped together to make it really chunky and 3D. And the grip is just really cheap binding that I bought from an ex-military store, wound round, and then duct taped again to hold it together. Now the sword itself is quite heavy, and the sword itself is actually quite long, so I'm hoping I am actually allowed to walk through London with this. That'll be interesting. But yeah, quite heavy, quite strong. It's just painted, again, red, blue, gold paint. I've got the paint as accurate as I can to what I've seen in game. But yeah, nice sword, nice and chunky. You can still see, well you probably can't on the video, there are still bits I haven't fully finished painting. You can see the silver duct tape underneath the layers of the sword. And the whole thing took me about a day. So if you want to make a weapon, you've still got loads and loads of time. I've just gone with a Primal Longsword. It's incredibly long, and that's what she said. Right, I haven't actually finished making the shield yet, but I'm going with a Primal Kite Shield, and this will give me a chance to show you what a piece looks like while I'm still making it. So this is the basic design cut out of the Primal Kite Shield. If I flip it over, you can see there are still bits I haven't finished duct taping. It's just smaller strips of black duct tape. The reason I do smaller strips is it makes it far stronger, far denser and tougher. The shield itself is a basic shape with cut out 3D relief, which took me about 3 days. This kite shield is actually the piece that's taken me the longest so far. And if you think that doesn't look as big as a kite shield should, that's because I've got these 2 horns which have yet to be added and glued to it, which means the entire kite shield will be, when it's finished, pretty damn large. Right, now the final piece of the armour, apart from the boots and the gloves, which is just black boots and black gloves, is the Primal Kite Shield. Now the Primal Kite Shield is, in game, huge. So, to be as accurate as I can, I've tried to make it as large as I can. Again, it's just cardboard and duct tape. This is the piece that's taken me the longest to make, with the 3D relief on the front and the 2 horns cut out, which I'll be duct taping on to make the shield huge. I haven't finished duct taping it yet, so just so you can get an idea of how long these pieces take to make, I'll show you how long it takes me to duct tape an area that small, with some cool music in the background. I've got through about 15 rolls of duct tape in the whole costume, and each roll is £5.50, so there's a hell of a lot of duct tape in this costume. The reason I'm coating it so thickly, completely waterproof, completely rip-proof, and in case anyone decides to bring a real weapon, it's probably knife-proof. If you're using duct tape, always remember the old saying, more duct tape is more duct tape. See now how long it takes to do a small part of this armour. It took me 3 hours to do this on its own. If you care, I'll stick the music in the description. That long, still not finished. If you're going to make a costume, commit to it. You've still got time.